Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Prez. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my absolute favorite build right now in Elden Ring. This build is based off a Dex and Intelligence hybrid and is an all-around amazing build, dominating in PvP and PVE. When this build is utilized correctly, you have unlimited focus points, meaning you can endlessly use your weapon art. And this attack does loads of damage to bosses and in 3 hits will stagger them. It is also an amazing choice to use in PvP. And this attack will one-shot or nearly one-shot any common enemy you see. This is not only Elden Ring on easy mode, but it's also on fun mode. So if you're ready, let's get right into this. But before I do, I please ask that you leave me a like as it helps me out loads. And let's get right into this. So no matter where you are in the game right now, you can still use this build. If you haven't made your character yet, when choosing one, just make sure you go with Samurai. This will start you out with the most essential attributes. And remember, even if you've already made your character, you can still respec into this build. But before you even bother respecing, it's essential that you get the necessary items to make this build good. Because if you respec without these items, the build is basically useless. Now, whether you're on a new character or not, from the first bonfire, you need to head northeast to Caelid. On the border of Caelid and Limgrave, you will find the Gale Tunnel. Once here, proceed through the dungeon, killing all the enemies and grabbing all the loot. And just continue making your way to the boss. Once here, you'll have to fight the magma worm, and he really isn't as hard as he looks. You'll be able to kill him pretty easy. Just don't be greedy and you'll get it done. And upon finishing, you'll be awarded with the Moon Veil. This is the essential weapon for the build, and if you're looking to put runes into levels after this fight, go with Intelligence or Vigor. Next, you need to make your way to the Black Knife Catacombs. This is north from the starting bonfire. Once here, proceed through the dungeon and ride the trap up. And once up, continue through the path and stab the fake wall at the end of the hallway. This will take you into a secret boss fight, and upon beating him, you will be awarded with the second key item. This is the Assassin's Cerulean Dagger. When you get a critical hit on an enemy like a backstab or a parry, and you connect with that critical hit, you will be awarded back focus points. Next, head to the Blacksmith in Lenoria. At this point in the game, you should have the Carrion Silicreed crest unlocked by him. If he doesn't have it for you though, you need to do Blade side quests. If you have any questions on that, I'll answer your comments below. But for your 3rd and 4th talisman, it's really up to you. Personally, I'm using the Radicon icon, since it shortens the casting time on the Moon Veil since the overhead attack can be kinda slow for PvP. And my other talisman is the Taker cameo. This awards me back health after killing enemies. The armor is all up to you, just make sure you're going with a light or medium load, as being too heavy for this build is basically pointless. And once you have all these items, I would then worry about respecking and investing points into levels. I'm gonna go with the essentials first and then go over what you should do after. So first off, make sure your dexterity is at 18. This is the minimum requirement for the Moon Veil, and your strength should either be 12 or 14. Any higher will lessen your damage output. After that, make sure your intelligence is anywhere from 25 to 30. Once you have those requirements, you're ready to use this build, and you can start upgrading other attributes, but at this point it's complete and you're ready to use it. But if you do want to continue leveling, then you need to start investing your points into Vigor, Mind, and Endurance. Go about this however you would like, but I'm just going to remind you the soft caps for all these levels. Vigor's first soft cap is 40, Endurance's first soft cap is 25, and so is Mind's. Once you have all those, I would then start investing points into Intelligence and get that up to 60. Now that you have all this, I'm going to teach you how to use this build correctly. So the most important part to this build is getting critical hits. So anytime you stagger an enemy, get the crit off, because then you'll get your focus points back and you'll be able to use your attack again. Remember that your main overhead swing staggers enemies with absolute ease. Along with any backstab or parry, this will all restore your focus points. Using this move on a boss and typically 3 attacks will stagger the boss, and then you can get the crit off, and this combo honestly melts bosses down. Honestly, this is the main part to the build. Getting any spells is up to you. I don't really like to use spells, it's all up to what you like, but the Moon Veil will honestly completely carry this build as long as you're using all these talismans and this weapon. But yeah guys, that's about it for this build. Let me know if you would change anything down below in the comments. Please leave me a like, and thank you so much, especially if you watched all the way through, and I'm out, bro. Peace.